Alrighty, you may remember this plant from the very start, my very first video, and I misidentified this one as Goticola. Fortunately, a genius in the grip re-identified it as Dichondra. Now, Dichondra, what on earth is the difference? Well, here's a few. Dichondra is a little bit furry to the touch. Goticola is quite smooth. Dichondra also typically has more like a wedge shape rather than the Pac-Man sort of waka-waka sort of shape for the Goticola. The Goticola has a taproot, and it'll then sprawl out from that a few times with a few more flowers here and there. But Dichondra seems to just kind of become a mat like this, right? Step back from that a bit. So Dichondra doesn't really need soil. It'll just kind of grow on nothing. But Goticola needs to actually put down a root. Goticola is also a little bit sweeter than Dichondra. They do grow and from a distance look freaking identical, right? But again, it's very similar. The size of the leaf will be very similar. You can tell the soil fertility by the size of the leaf, as I mentioned in the first video. But again, Dichondra, big difference. It can grow where there's no soil, and it creates its own soil, and it'll just eat off the leaves and all that. But it's a bit more bitter. Whereas the Goticola is a little bit sweeter, and again, the Goticola has a taproot that goes down. I've made tea from both plants. The Goticola has quite a nice flavour to it. The Dichondra had virtually no flavour at all. So the Dichondra is a little bit bitter to the taste, and the Goticola is a little bit sweeter. So this is Dichondra, and again, it has this more like open sort of segment here, whereas Goticola has much more of a almost triangular wedge out of it. And again, the Dichondra is a bit furry to the touch, whereas Goticola is very much smooth. So this video has been a long time coming, and I would like to thank the various people who I can't remember the names of at the moment, but they told me this was Dichondra. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, we all know better.